What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to CDT. It's me, Ditto. I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different today. Instead of your usual format of videos, I'm just gonna be taking everybody through my ginormous collection of cars. I have too many. So we're only gonna be doing event cars and limiteds, not, standard shop cars that are permanent until they get removed. So we're going to start with this. Yes, that long pause was there specifically because I'm recording this video just after having noticed noble licensing has been added to Driving Empire. Anyway, the first and foremost cheapest event car that I have is this. The Police Renault Twizy. Yeah, I'm not even joking. This was one of the mission cars from the police event back in the summer. Came with a few other cars. Oh, it is unstable. Nice. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing to it, apart from the fact I did have it in drag tune a couple of days ago, and it was just really silly, and I loved it. Anyway, moving on from there, we have this. This is the tow truck. I would also show you the tow truck and trailer, but I did not work out how to unlock it or spawn it or anything. Kind of weird. Does it count as an event car? Yes, apparently it does. You just have to deliver 20 cars, so you get free money. And then you get this. Mine's tuned. Obviously. Not much to say, other than the fact that if you get it right, you can attach a car to this. Very cool. Anyway, moving on, we have the Christmas Smart 4.2 from 2022 Christmas. The little elf car. It's a rear-wheel drive smart car with a Santa hat on and candy cane wheels from this year, although I am thinking of swapping them to last year's Christmas rims. Yeah, these ones. Yeah, this looks better. It's quite fun actually. Also really silly. The one thing I don't like is the fact that there's this random black line going down from the roof. Please, Foxy, let us make it white rather than making the secondary colour the roof. Bit silly. Anyway, after this, we have an absolute legend from this year, the back to school event, the school bus. I have mine blue because I like the colour blue, and definitely not because I'm trying to reference a popular game. Yeah, it's supposed to look like the battle bus from Fortnite because everybody was doing that. It's also on drag tyres. And it drifts. Badly, but it drifts. Actually, no, it does drift quite well on spike tyres. This is a very popular car to use because you can fit literally 2 servers worth of people. Unfortunately, I can't get a good view of the interior. Here we are. See? The bus that goes to hell. Anyway, moving on from this, it's another very popular car from this year. Pretty sure it's from this year. Is the criminal van from this year? Yeah, it's from this year. Yeah, this is the criminal van. When Foxy said he was adding a van, everybody thought it was going to be the fastest car in the game. 116 miles an hour standard, ladies and gentlemen. Although it will keep up with class 3 cars when you tune it. I mainly just use it to make free candy jokes. This was released alongside the Renault Twizy. After you completed all 3 police missions, you would go to a secret location up in the mountains, which I could show you right now, actually. And yeah, it would just sort of be there. The cave, it's a cave with some doors, but they blocked the doors until you completed the 3 missions. Which was weird because they never said you had to complete all 3 missions to unlock the cave. Which left a lot of people confused, like me, when they saw people running around with it. But then whenever they went to the location, it just wasn't there. Although you could actually clip into it, but it wouldn't be there. That was kind of weird. Anyway, it's a shame Foxy didn't add proper speed to it. Yeah, this is where it was. This is where the path was. That's gone. Just one more thing to note, this wasn't the first one to come in the game. That belongs to the police Ford Transit. Anyway, moving on from this, we have the legendary Pumpkin Mobile. If I can spawn it, here we go. Yeah, so this was released with the Spookfest cars back in Halloween. And it's very fun. It was a candy reward. So you had to collect candy from houses and doing the Halloween race. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it. I honestly prefer what's coming up next, which is... Drumroll please, ladies and gentlemen. It's another event. It's another very popular holiday event. Where is my render distance? It's this. The Eggmobile. I love this car. So this was released back in 2022, the Easter event, where you would have to run around the map, and every 5 minutes an egg would spawn. And then the entire map would go and run to it. It was fun. I miss those days because they were on the old map, and the old map was better than the new map. Foxy, I am absolutely having a go at you. Please give us the old map back. The 3rd generation map was the best. That's where I grew up. Moving on from this. We have the April Fool's car from this year. The burger car. SpongeBob's burger car. I just thought I'd tell you one thing about this because it's very interesting. Oh. My physics are not physicking. I'm just going to turn the sound on for a moment. You're going to love the intro. Crazy hamburger. It says crazy hamburger when you start the engine. This is absolutely the best car ever. I just have it in meme spec. Wide, tall boy. It falls back quite a lot when you jump it as well, which is weird. Wasn't expecting it to be real. Yeah, it's chaotic. Moving on from this, we have the Doc Hudson, the 1957 Hudson Hornet. This feels really slow. What? Oh, it's standard, that's why. Much quicker. Yeah, if you can't tell, I haven't driven this car since I reviewed it nearly a month and a half ago. Because there's nothing to say about it. I did not enjoy this car. However, it does drift well. Yeah, but other than that, nothing really of interest. But what was of interest was this. The Harley Davidson Christmas car. Why is it glitched? What is this? Hold on, let me respawn it. Okay, no, it's still glitched. Interesting. The reason why this was interesting is because when it was released and people first started getting it, it had alignment tuning. And no, it didn't have alignment tuning, it had suspension. Oh no, it had both. Which means you could give your bike camber. Which looked very weird. And this still looks weird because, you know, it hasn't spawned properly. So yeah, that was very interesting. It also comes with a wrap. Not bad. Moving on from this, I'm not missing anything. Do we count the Nissan GTR R32? No, we don't. Moving on from this, we have the Mazda MX-5. This is the current one. Oh, it's also glitched because, like, the intercooler's missing. In fact, a lot of things are missing. Pretty sure the bumper's missing from the back. Anyway, so this was a part of season 4? It's either season 3 or 4. I like this car a lot. It's just not the same as the original MX-5, is it? It's just not as charming. But it is still a very good car to learn how to drive fast in, especially when you tune it. These drifts are nice. Moving on from this, we have the skeleton bike. The second reward from the Halloween event. Which was like the candy event. So after the pumpkin mobile, you got this silly little bike. Why? I don't know. Not really much to say, other than the fact it's actually quite a cool piece of design. You're stood on a gravestone, and the engine looks kind of like a coffin, and then the bike is just a skeleton holding onto the front wheels. It's very cool. Shame they give it basic handlebars and not, something interesting. And then, just mildly close to that, like pretty much this car's neighbour, is this the legacy car? The Ford Pop. Ford Poplar. Or is it Popular? I don't know. It's a hot rod. It's a hot rod NASCAR. The first car of Season 8's Season Pass. 500 trophies, and this baby is all yours, and it is very underwhelming. And it tipped over. Son of a bitch. Anyway, just quickly, not much to say. I just forgot one car, this. This is a monumental achievement. This was the only time ever there was a Fiat outside of a front-wheel drive car outside of Class 1. And it's this, the Fiat Bonaply. God, what a shocking car. This was part of the Easter event this year. 2023. Yeah, it was weird. Really weird. It was just another UGC hunt, effectively. Just like the Gingerbread Man. Pretty underwhelming, that year's event. I will not go into all of the what are they called? Monster Jam cars. Because, were they technically event cars? I don't know. You can't get them anymore. Another car you can't get anymore is this. Pretty sure you can't get it. Oh no, you can get it. Okay. Never mind. I'm not going to go into the BMWs either. But I am going to go into this. This is the Dodge Charger. Not the Dodge Charger Hellcat. That's down there. But the Dodge Charger. It was part of the 2022 Christmas event, including this wide body, but not the wing. In fact, I should probably put the actual 2022 wing on it. It looks terrible still. Anyway, it came with a wide body, and it was pretty much a Charger Hellcat, but slower. And as a result of that, nobody liked it. Another thing I've just realised is I missed this. This is the BMW M3 E90. It was part of Season 4. Which is why I've just realised that the Mazda MX-5 from earlier was part of Season 3. Because Season 4 was all German cars. Including the BMW M4 GT3, the Mercedes AMG GT3, and this. The E90 M3. It does have a body kit, but that was part of the Season Pass, and I didn't have it back then, because I only bought it for Season 8. Not realising it was a permanent upgrade. But alright, it's quite an interesting car actually. Now, things I need to know. Yes, this is a Season Pass car. I think this is Season 5. The Alfa Romeo 4C. It's a very interesting car, the 4C, because nobody remembers it. I literally never see these anymore. Ever. You can hardly class them as a limited because everyone treats them like they're a shop car. But they're not. It's actually a shame because this car's very nice to drive and drift and pretty much everything because it's an Alfa Romeo and they're perfect. There we go. See? 4-wheel drift. Anyway, after this we have 3 cars on the bounce. First of them is this, the Nissan 350Z Veilside. This was a code car. This is the only time we've ever got a car from a code. I can't remember for the life of me what that code was. All I can remember is the excitement from getting a free car. For doing nothing. Like, not even logging into the game and getting a free car. You just type the code in. Boom. Simples. This is the only time that's ever happened. And as a result of that, no one cares about this car. I literally never see them talked about or used or seen. It's rubbish. Another car lots of people forget is this. This is the Tesla Cyberquad. This is a rear-wheel drive quad bike. It's pointless. There is no need for it to exist. None at all. It's stupid. And I also love it because, I don't know, it's very tippy. It does not like going over bumps. At all. Not much to report there, but there is a lot to report on is this. This is my favourite car in the game, the Lancia Delta Integrale. This is the World Rallycross one. It was part of the first the part of the trophy event back in the very early days of this map, all the way in 2022. And I never see people use them. It was sort of like a sub-season. You did races, you got trophies, you got a car. Boom. Very simple. And it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. Ooh. The first car from Season 5. Was it? What's the drift season? I don't know. Oh yeah, no, it was Season 5. Season 5 was the drift season. And the first car in the drift season was this, the Nissan S13 Pro. Or also known as the 180SX. Or is it 200SX? One of the SX series Nissans. It's square and it's very silly. I don't see the point in it. It's definitely the worst drift car in the game. Worse than the 350Z. Let's move on from it, because I don't like it. Here's a very, very not very well known car. The Mercedes G63 Eldorado. And this is a very, very sentimental car for me. Because it was the last event car of the Gen 3 map. The Eldorado event. Adding a special race in the desert. This car completely for free, I think. That's how I remember it. You just put the car in and you just got it. This is very important because I think the Gen 3 map was the best map. I mean, I am kind of biased because that's when I sort of grew on this game. But, you know, I still think that people should agree with me. It was just better. Yeah, that's a very important car. And another very important car is this. The Ford Fiesta RX-43. Basically, this is Ken Block's Ford Fiesta rally car. Mine's completed in a wrap. This was part of the Drift Points mission. Back when the Drift Race was first released, it got a special event with it. This was the Drift Cars update. We got loads of new cars, a new race, a new event, which included Mad Mike's Lamborghini Huracan, which of course you can still obviously drive today. It's not like it got removed with loads of other Lambos, is it, Foxy? Yeah, they more let's just get back to the Fiesta. I tried rally driving in this. It did not go well because, like all other drift cars, it doesn't drive properly. It just drifts. You just drive forwards, turn in. No steering at all. Oh look, it's actually losing grip as I steer. Pretty rubbish. And then possibly, well, until recently, the most slept upon event car ever. It's the second out of the 3 event cars from the 2022 Easter event. It's this, the McLaren MP4-12C. Sounds like one of Elon Musk's kids, but alright. This is not a very good car in real life. It sort of met a troubled start because it was worse than the 458 Italia. And then they morphed it into the 650S, which is very nice. There was also a 650S in this game, which I don't have, because I missed the event. That was part of my break. And I regret taking that break massively. Yeah, very slept upon that car until recently, where it's starting to finally come into the limelight, which is nice. Now it's the Delta's rival. This is the what? Did I just refer to a Subaru as a Mitsubishi? Guess I'm gonna die now because they have a lot of beef. Why is it on low suspension? Yeah, this is the Subaru Impreza 22B. Basically it's Colin McRae's car. An absolutely amazing Subaru. The second car in the Lancia Delta rally event, I say the Lancia Delta rally event because it was the rally event with the Lancia Delta. And I've just done what all Subaru owners have done. Wrapped it around a tree. Very nice. Yeah, I still prefer the Delta though, screw you all. And now following it up with GT86 Pro still in the game. This! The Bentley Continental GT convertible. Doesn't it look good outside my dealer? This was part of the first event of the new map. The proper first event. Building the town hall, because that was back when it was a town hall and not a limited museum. It was part of a 2-car event where you ran around the map finding bricks. I got to 123 out of 125 bricks before the event ended. So I didn't get the Mansory Bentley. Which Kenori has. It's his favourite car. His signature. And that annoys me. Anyway, this is a pretty forgotten car. And for right reason. Literally no one cares about it. And another car no one... Oh yeah, the Shelby Mustang's got a complete revamp. It's very cool. Another car nobody actually uses anymore is this, the Aston Martin V8 Vantage safety car. Yeah, where do you think the tow truck nicked the lights from? This bad boy. This was part of Season 3. And no one cares about it. Literally no one. A lot of the earlier season cars are pretty forgotten. And most of them for the right reason. Apart from the Reliant Robin. Literally, who has a Nissan 400Z in this game? Who has one? I'm just going to gloss over that because we are at our first OG wrap. This, the Nissan S15 Pro, a car I didn't even realise was limited. Which is funny because I would have spent about $500,000 on it. Well, more than that actually. 600 million. 600 million? 600 grand. It's a drift car. It's a limited drift car. No one cares about it. Literally no one. It's also pretty common now because it was in the most recent sale. You know, that's kind of ruined things. But alright. Still, the OG wrap's definitely in no way nicked off of a car you'll see later. Anyway, a car you don't see very often because it's literally just so basic. It doesn't know whether it's a GT3 or a Carrera. Is this the Porsche 911 Turbo S? This was the first proper free car of the game. You drove over to the petrol station and it was just sat there and you claimed it. Basic stuff. Pretty underused. Pretty bad. I don't use it often. But a car I do use often, for some reason, is this. Coming all the way from 2022's Christmas event, it's this, the Mercedes AMG GT Off-Road. I refer to it as the RGT because RGT is the term for the the off-roading supercars. Think Hurricane Storato and 911 Dakar and 959 Group B, Ford RS200, etc, etc. Never see any of these. I don't know why. It's a very fun car. Drifts well. It's also rear-wheel drive, which is why I'm thinking of things I shouldn't. Anyway, something you shouldn't do is use this. The Nickmas car. It's a Corvette C8 but shrunk. And as you know, I don't like it. Because I reviewed it when it came out and it was rubbish. Very heavy and clunky. Yeah, we're just going to avoid it. It's pointless. Now, this is interesting. This is the Yamaha Grand Prix bike thing. It was part of a UGC hunt. I obviously didn't get the UGC because I'm not fussed by them. It's just a bike. All bikes are pretty much the same to me. But this one was quite fun, actually. I like it. Actually. I don't use it as much as my BMW M1000RR, but it's still not bad. However, here's a car that is bad. You saw it cameo in my video yesterday. It's this, the Porsche 911 Targa police car. We are finally at the second car of the 2022 police event starring the Renault Twizy. There's literally no point in it. I genuinely do not see why they put it into the game as a police car. Just leave it as a 911 Targa. Also, Foxy, can you please add retractable roofs? I want to see animations for it. It'll be nice. You can't even put the roof up on it. No point. Anyway, another free car. This one was notorious because everybody actually really liked it. The Ferrari F430 convertible. And do you know why it was notorious? Because it was amazing to drift. It drifted forever. T Stingray made a video about it. Yeah, anyone remember T Stingray? Anyone remember when he actually made half decent content? Anyone who remember when he didn't milk every car? Me neither. Anyway. Another car that you saw the other day. This. The oval truck. It was a season reward. That's all I have on it. I don't see the point in it. Here's one of my favourite cars. This is the best car I have from Christmas 2023 because I may or may not have missed the Enzo. Yeah, I did not like that event. Anyway, it's this, the Alfa Romeo TZ3 Stradale. What an amazing car. It looks really weird. And yet also really pretty. Also, I just spun off because it doesn't drift that well. Yeah, I tend to use that car surprisingly a lot. Now, does anyone remember the Nissan S15? Does anyone remember the wrap? Yeah, because they reused the wrap on the S15 from this. The Corvette C6 Pro, the drift car. Apparently it's because they're on the same Formula Drift team. I don't care. I don't watch Formula Drift. I don't see why anyone should. It's just people sliding around. At least rally driving takes skill. I mean, I'm not trying to diss Formula Drift drivers or anything, but rally driving is much more exciting. And it has drifting. Quite a lot of it. Oh, and speaking of OG wraps, here's another one. The Lexus LC500. I bought this car the first time round, and I regretted it massively until it got the OG wrap, and because, actually no, I didn't regret it before the engine tuning, because it got fixed with the engine tuning. This car is slower off the line than a Ford Crown Victoria, at least when they're both standard. I'm not over-exaggerating. I did a test, they're slower. Really. Yeah, now it's half decent. Nice. Another nice car. The Porsche 911 Dakar. I mentioned it earlier when I was talking about the Mercedes RGT. This is a very nice car. And it's also completed in the supposed wide body kit from day 6 of the Christmas event. That was this year's Christmas event. The 2023 Christmas event. It wasn't a wide body, it was just a Christmas tree that you got stuck on the roof. Very silly. Don't get it. Car I do get, though, because this is like one of the fastest accelerating cars in the game. It's an absolute monster. It's this. The Toyota Supra Mark V. Definitely not a rebodied BMW Z4 drift car. Very, very fast. That's all I have to say on it. It's definitely in no way a rebodied BMW Z4. Yeah, stick that up, you stupid Supra users. However, a car that isn't stupid is this. The Ferrari 250, yet we are officially up into the 10 million limited. This one was 12 million. Or was it 15 million? 15 million, yeah, a lot. But it's very nice, because it... Actually, no, it's not. It doesn't drive well at all. At least when it's tuned. But then it feels underpowered when it's not tuned, so it's a lose-lose. At least it's pretty, though. Like, really, really gorgeous. At least if we don't have an E-Type, then we have this. And now we move into a car a lot of people will have. It's this, the Ferrari 458 Speciale from this year's Halloween event. This is completely forgotten, and I don't know why. Maybe because there's like loads of identical Ferraris in this game. The 488 police car. The 488. The 458 Speciale. The F8. The 458. The 430. Why is there so many? I don't understand it. There's no point. Anyway, another car with no point is this. The Mercedes McLaren SLR. This was a car from the German season 4. Was it season? No, it's season 3. Literally no point in it. I do not understand why people have it. Well, I do not understand why it exists. Well, that's why no one uses it anyway, because, like, literally I never have seen another one of these on the road. Anyway, how about some good cars for once? Yes, how about this, the Ford Hoonie truck. I reviewed it on my channel, you know, I quite like it, it's characterful, and it drifts well. Unlike me, who's just put it in a wall. 10 blocks Hoonie truck, obviously it's going to be amazing. Another car that's absolutely brilliant is this, the Porsche 911 RWB. What an insane car. And what most people don't realise is, it can drift. It can drift really well. Like, really, really well. I do not know why it drifts this well, but it drifts well. Yeah, I daily this car. Very nice. Another car that's very nice. Yep. Put it back on normal suspension. Because here we have the wheelie boy itself. The Dodge Charger 68. Straight from Fast and Furious 1. I reviewed it on my channel, but nobody's seen the video because the video split. I fixed the problem now, thank goodness. I will try and get a re-upload of that going. And the car I was driving against it was this. Oh my god, why has it just randomly done that? The Dodge Ice Charger from Fast and Furious 8. This is much better because it's more slidey. Well, it slides more. While the Charger 68 drives perfectly well and drifts perfectly well, this is much more usable. And that's all I have to say on it. And now we have the most underwhelming OG wrap ever. Yes, it's the car that just gets some stickers on the side. The Corvette C8R. 2 million I spent on this. For a load of shit. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Another car I don't understand. This. It's the old stilted Lamborghini Huracan Sterato. This looks nothing like a Huracan Sterato anyway. I genuinely despise this car. Looks terrible. Drives terrible. Wobbly. At least it drifts quite nice. We move on from that with this. Yep. We are at the end of the 2023 police event. The Nissan GTR. But the police car. Not much to say on it, it's just a GTR without a wide body. Kinda nice. And now we're into season 7 with this. The Wheelie Boy. Chevrolet Pro Stock. I can't see it wheelie. You've got to be inside of it to wheelie effectively. But it will wheelie. Yeah, there we go, it wheelied. That's all you need to know, it wheelies. But then, possibly an even better drag car than it is this. This is the Ford Mustang RTR, one of the best rear-wheel drive cars in the game. It drifts well, and it's the fastest accelerating non-Season 7 car. Yes, it accelerates faster than a Super Dragster. That's kind of broken. And it drifts. It's also very nice. That's all I have to say on it. And another car I don't have much to say on is this, the Renault RS 01. Why does it exist? I don't know, but it's nice to see Renault not being boring. Skills. Anyway, the Kawasaki. Oh wait, no, that's not. Never mind. I don't think the Kawasaki Nitro is a proper one, but a proper one. It's the big boy itself, the Jeep Wrangler 6x6. Hello. I have mine in the original colour because I'm worried if I change it, I can't change it back. So yeah, it's standard spec other than the suspension. Very big suspension. How about a really, really terrible car? Well, we've got this, I suppose. The little old, Mercedes-AMG GT3. I hate this. I hate it. I really hate it. How about a car I love, though? The BMW M4 GT3. This is never used, and I don't know why. It's brilliant. Really, really brilliant. It even drifts well. Look at this. I can turn it into... Oh. Never mind, I can turn it into a hash. And speaking of a hash, what about a hash with character? The old seizure boy. The Dodge Sledge. I'm going to take this one round the oval because it's very funny. Basically, the old seizure boy is a Dodge Challenger mounted on sled tracks. And I call it the seizure boy because it bounces round a lot. Yeah, no, and it's just pretty much rubbish. But it's characterfully rubbish. But a car with character that isn't rubbish? Yep, it's the only limited that's guaranteed to never return. Until it returns. It's this, the Hoonicorn. The Ford Mustang RTR 43 Hoonicorn. Yes, that's its full title. I still can't drive. Ken Block's Hoonicorn, the most well-known drift car of his. Not much else to say on it. Another car that actually does have a lot to say on it is... Why have I got it on stilts? Mercedes G63 AMG 6x6. This is the Eldorado one. So it's the big gold one. Just like the Eldorado G-Wagon from earlier. In fact, my TikTok profile picture is an Eldorado G-Wagon and my 6x6 parked together in the docks. Very nice. Damn it, I could have 360'd in that. Anyway, how about a rubbish car or bike? It's this, the BMW M1000RR. A car I only know because I saw Top Gear magazine drive the BAC Mono R against it. The Mono R is obviously better. You can't even drive motorbikes properly on the circuit. They wobble about too much. No point in their existence. Bye-bye. Just, get rid of them. Oh god, I've got you here for quite a while, haven't I? Well, not much further to go now. Here's a car you're all familiar with. The Lamborghini Miura. I still can't drive. Mine's in SV spec. It's in the barn find right now. So, figure that one out for yourselves. And here's a car that everybody that's been to my channel knows. The Toyota Supra Dragster. This is my most viewed video. 700 views. All I need to do is get this in the thumbnail. And everybody's going to go, wow, yeah, it's amazing, this video. It's shit. Moving on. To this. The Formula 2004. This is the fastest. This is the top car in Season 8. Well, the Season Pass for Season 8. It's also really good. Handles really nice. Goes pretty much anywhere you want it to. Doesn't understeer. Much better than the 2019 one. Which I will probably twin test it against one day. It's also the second Formula 1 car to come in a Season Pass, because back in Season 1, we got the 2012 Formula 1 car. Yeah. Oh god. Right. And moving on from that, it's another car Are you all familiar with the MC12? I'm pretty sure I've reviewed it on here. Oh no, I didn't, because it was like before. Maserati MC12. Literally nobody has it. Actually, no, loads of people have it. Nobody uses it. It just exists. You're a worse Ferrari Enzo. And speaking of cars worse than the Ferrari Enzo, how about a car from Ferrari itself? Well, this is worse than the Ferrari Enzo in real life. This is the F50. It's a worse F40. That's all you need to know. They stuck a Formula 1 derived engine in it, and it sucked. Only Mercedes can do that. Actually no, that sounds like I'm talking the AMG 1. I'm not. I like it. A car I don't like, however. How about this? The Wheelie Boy. Chevy Pro mod. Basically the same as this Pro stock, but worse. Actually, I think this might actually be a slower accelerator than RTR. I don't know. Anyway, how about a car I don't have a wrap for? Because I didn't bother getting the UGC and therefore I did not get the wrap. Because the wrap's one of the rarest. This car, when it has a wrap, is one of the rarest cars in the game. Only 25,000 of them. It's the Aston Martin Victor. It's a one-of-one car that everybody has. Nice. Anyway, how about one of my other favourite cars in the game, outside of the Lancia Delta? What about this? The Porsche 917 Kurtec. I have a t-shirt with this on. That's all you need to know. It's an amazing car. Better than the Langheck. Yeah, take that, Porsche fans. It also drifts really nice. And it's also dangerous. No safety features. And speaking of a car with no safety features, how about the Ferrari F40 LM? Yeah, this is better than the F50. It's the F40. It's older. But it has a wide body. And a decent engine. Damn, I wanted to try and drift all the way round there. And failed. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, we've got a lot of cars up here, actually. Starting with this. This is the most underwhelming limited there is. McLaren Senna GTR. It's literally the same as the Senna, but more faster. I don't like it. We're at the end of the 2022 Easter event. With this. This is the Koenigsegg CCGT. And that's all you need to know, other than the fact I've put a wing delete on it, because it's a CC series car. They're not supposed to have a wing on. It's supposed to be dangerous. What about one of the most least dangerous cars in the game, because it has amazing handling? What about this? The Porsche 912 Huni Pegasus. Another of Ken Block's cars, the fastest of Ken Block's cars in the game. Mildly broken acceleration. And yes, that's an ironic mildly. And it also handles on a pinpoint. Very nice. And not so nice car. How about this? This is the Lamborghini Centenario made in China. You can almost smell the child labour. And that's all I'm going to say on it, because I'll get cancelled if I say any more. How about this, though? The Ferrari 499P. Yeah, how about it? Literally nothing to say on it. Who actually uses this car? And another car no one uses, the Formula Oval. Why does it exist? Other than the fact the braking lights look like they have Stinger missiles in, there's no point. No need for it. None at all. However, a car I do have a need for is this. The Ferrari J50. What a brilliant car. It handles amazingly. Like, really, really amazingly. And I've just proved that by making an absolute Horlicks of something. Bottom text. Yeah, there's nothing much to say about it other than amazing handling. But what about a car with two things to say about it? Amazing handling and amazing acceleration. I did not turn in. Why did I not turn in? It also drifts really well. It's the Aston Martin Valkyrie? Valkyrie. Yeah, it's the Valkyrie. Not to be confused with the Valhalla. Because they look really similar. It also doesn't drift very well, I lied. A car that does drift very well, one of my daily cars, the Gordon Murray T50, the GMA T50. Depends on how you pronounce it or spell it or whatnot. It doesn't matter. GMA stands for Gordon Murray Automotive. It looks very similar to the McLaren F1 because Gordon Murray's the guy who made the McLaren F1. He designed it. It's got 3 seats and it's also got a fan on the back. Yeah, that was a very quick talk about the GMA T50. Move on. And what about we move on to this? Just take it in. Take it in. I'll leave you to it for a moment. You taking it in? Good, because that's pretty much all there is to it. Yeah. A car that also doesn't have much to it is this, the rainbow wrapped Koenigsegg CC8S. This is from the Easter event back in 2022. Collect 100 eggs and you get this special wrap. Oh no, it's from this year. Yeah, it was the UGC hunt, not the the weird egg event. That was actually quite fun. But that UGC event wasn't. But how about we have a really fun car? The Pininfarina Battista. This car needs to come back. They need to bring it back. Come on, Foxy. Give me an OG wrap for it. I'm surprised it's lasted so long. Here's one of the first Lamborghinis to return. The Sian. There's not much to say. Really, not much to say. Literally nothing to say. At all. Yeah. This is interesting. This is a very controversial Bugatti. Mr. Tate's Bugatti. Well, the Passport is a Bugatti belonging to Andrew Tate. It's the one he goes, what colour's your Bugatti because of? No one really cares. I bought it in a resale as well. Another car I bought in a resale is this, the Apollo Evo. The Project Evo. I didn't actually like this car. This was the last car I bought in that limited shop. And I regret it massively because I really like this car. But possibly my favourite car from that limited shop, that wasn't ludicrously expensive, was this. The Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita. I've got a wing delete on it because it looks cool. But you can keep the wing on it as well. That also looks cool. Oh, and I've just realised I've forgotten something. From season 7, the fastest car in that season. This. The best wheelie boy there is. The Top Fuel. This is a meme. The only reason we have it is to take the mick out of trophy grinding. Because you just teleport out of Drift Race and earn 1,000,000 points. Anyway. Back to proper limiteds. And this. Oh, why is it? Oh, yeah, right. I was taking photos of it as blue. Back to white, because I like white. The Bugatti Cento Dieci. What a legend. This is the EB110 reimagined. The EB110 is absolutely my favourite Bugatti there is. It's just so cool. Very fun. Very nice. And now, the first of the Museum Holy Trinity. I'll explain that to you. The Bugatti La Voiture Noire. Yeah, this is also another reimagining, this time of the Type 57 SC Atlantic, which you will have seen earlier. You'll probably recognised it from an older video. And speaking of videos, I reviewed this car. Did I review this car? I didn't review the 1-to-1, did I? No, I did review the 1-to-1. This is the Koenigsegg 1-to-1. It's literally a worse Agera RS. I'm not even joking. It's silly. Another silly car. 9.8 handling from the Bugatti Vision GT. 30 million! And it's still, with the engine tunes, slower than a 300 plus, which cost the same. This is a pretty big waste of money, which is fun because I like wasting money. I waste money so that you don't have to. And now for the second car in the Museum Holy Trinity, and the penultimate car I'm talking about. It's this, the legendary Bugatti Chiron SS 300 Plus. It's been in quite a few of my videos now. Yeah, what an icon. This was the thing that dethroned the Bolide. Which, funnily enough, is the last car I'm going to talk about. And I'm not going to spawn it. Instead, I'm going to show you it in the museum. Because this is the big car of the museum. And when I was talking about the Museum Holy Trinity earlier, I was talking about these three cars. The La Voiture Noire, 300 Plus, and of course the legendary Bolide. Bolide, same thing. Mine's in original spec as well. Very nice. And that's my limited collection. You've been here for 57 minutes, possibly. What is wrong with you? Go and get a life. Thanks for watching, though. If you're watching for this long, you should also maybe subscribe. Goodbye. Enjoy your day. I wish bolides for you, because bolides are cool.